Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, back is the incredible James. I come to rock the spot. I get raw. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Well, I'm back again in Tennessee. I had a trip out of this world. But the only highlight of the trip that I had, the only highlight in it was seeing my family, my kids, and everything out there. And on the plane, somebody noticed me from these videos, and it was a family. It was like two kids and a male and a female. And all of a sudden, the little girl said, "Leave me a comment if you like." When she said that, I looked back there, and then they were trying to shut her up. Shut up. Then they said, "Oh, we watch your videos, I thought that was you, And I said, "Oh, okay, how y'all doing? La la la." And I chatted with them for a few minutes, and then that was it. But that was the only highlight of the trip. But on the way coming home, I had some bad experiences. And I'm gonna tell y'all about these experiences, okay? First of all, there was a plane called Scoot. Now, this was good. This was sort of good. It was a plane called Scoot. SCOOT. I'd never heard of it. I'm going to tell you the truth. So I thought, maybe I was in a bad situation. But I did have to get home, So I took the Scoot flight. And it was a little bitty plane, a little plane. I said, man, what in the world is this? But it got me to my first destination. It had to get me from the Philippines to Singapore. So I'm flying in this flight, and the person will come past with the cart trying to sell you food and stuff like that. But so I took my credit card. I had a Visa. I took my credit card and I said, "Hey, I want a few snacks. I got some chips, some Pringles chips and stuff like that, and a Coca-Cola and stuff, So then they came back to me later on, like about 10 minutes later, after I bought the food from them, the little snacks from them. They said, "Oh, we'd like to say thank you because you're the first person that bought something from us," and stuff like that. And I said, okay. And they said, "Oh, and here, we'd like to present you with this." I said, "What in the world is this?" They said it was a fortune cookie. It was something like a fortune cookie. They said, open it. Now I open it up, and I open it, and it was a little scripture inside of there. And it said, "You are the sunshine of my life," or something like that. And I said, "Oh, I thought that was cool. I thought it was cool, though. Even though, just kind of, but it was cool." And then they said, "Can we take a picture?" I said, What? Why not? Go ahead." Took a picture. That was it. So we flew, and then we landed in Singapore. I exited the plane and went into Singapore airport. Drink the juice, anime. So after that, I was in the airport waiting, and I got a text from the airline, the people that booked the flight for me. And they said, "Due to circumstances out of our control, your flight is delayed." So I said, "What? Delayed?" And I looked further down, and it said 15 hours. And I said, "What? I got to sit here 15 hours?" And I wasn't going to do it. I was going to go to a hotel and stay for the night and then come back. But then again, I was taking a chance. If I would have did that, I was taking a chance on missing the flight. And then we'd be back in the same predicament I was in before. So I said, I'm going to tough it out. So I sat there and I walked around. I walked around that whole airport. walked around and stuff like that, just looking at stores and stuff like that. I bought a jacket and stuff like that. Yeah, I said, man, this is crazy. So, man, after that, I said, man, I probably can take a nap, but I didn't want to take a nap because I don't know if it was anybody around that would try to rob you or take some stuff from you, but I'm totally aware. No matter where I go, I'm trying to be aware of my surroundings. Okay, so. Well, after those 15 hours, I was dead tired. So then the flight came, and I said, "Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you." And I got on that flight, and I knocked out. Then I woke up, and we was approaching Doha, 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 and so we landed there, and I had to use the restroom. Okay, I had to do number one. Okay, but when I got there, I had to go through customs, and see they violate you. I didn't say nothing about that before. Drink the juice, anime. I didn't say that before. The customs is terrible. Every time. You got to take all this stuff off of you just to submit it so they can check you. But it was different in Doha. I had to take my shoes, everything out of my pocket, my check, everything, even this off, take this off, and everything, took everything off, put my phones in the bag and everything like that. And then when my bag went through, this guy said, what is this? What is this? I said, what you talking about, man? What you talking about? He said, what is this? What is this? Take it out. Take it out. Take it out of there. Take it out. I said, what are you talking about? Take that bottle with the liquid in it. Man, that's just a bottle of water. And he took it out and he threw it in the garbage. And I said, okay, I don't want no trouble. I'm not going to start trouble. I said, okay, but he could have did it nicer than that. So I said, hey, all right, I don't care. He threw it away. Now you have to, he said, no, you have to stand over here. Stand over here. Stand over. What is wrong with you? Stand over here. So I went and stood over there where he said. Then somebody else came. What is this? What are you doing with this? What are you doing with water? I said, what water? Oh, well, let me see. Maybe drinking it? Drink the juice, anime. So he checks it. He checked my bag thoroughly. He couldn't find nothing else in there. He said, okay, you can go. You can go. So I walked to another section. So I had to do number one real bad. I said, can I leave? He said, no, if you leave out of here, you got to go through customs again. And I said, what? Yes, if you leave out, you have to go through it again. So maybe you need to hold your water. I said, man, what in the world is this? I don't want no problems. But drink the juice, anime. So I said, man, please let me get out of the hall. And I couldn't get internet access. I couldn't get Wi-Fi. They had Wi-Fi, but I don't know what this icon was. But when I clicked on it, it was a lot of squiggly lines. It was in their language, And I had to try to switch it. I finally got it to English, okay? But this thing gave you Wi-Fi for about maybe 3 minutes. 3 minutes. And then it cuts off. Drink the juice, anime. I had people trying to contact me. People I had my job trying to contact me, my wife trying to contact me, my sister trying to contact me, everything. So I was trying to answer them back. I got a chance to answer my boss back. Told him, look, I will be there, you know, on the 28th. I'll be there on the 28th, for sure, for sure. And then when I tried to text my wife back, no Wi-Fi. No Wi-Fi at all. Drink the juice, anime. Y'all need to get your stuff together over there in Duhall. You need to get yourself together. So after that, I got on a plane finally, and I was able to go do number one in the restroom on the plane. So now we flying. Guess how long we were flying for? 15 hours. Now I just got through doing a 15-hour layover at Singapore. And now I had to fly for 15 hours, okay? So we're in the air. And that's a long time to be in the air, to be honest with you, okay? So 15 hours straight, just going. And they didn't go straight through. They went around on the outskirts of everything. So they went through all these Arab countries and everything. They had some names I didn't even know that was places in the country. So I didn't even know those names. I said, what is this? You know, every time you pass a country, and that it was terrible. So after that, I was waiting to get into America, get into some, I don't care if we went to San Francisco or California or Davenport, Iowa, or whatever. I just wanted to be able to cross over U.S. soil so my phone can start working. Because it's y'all. I don't know if y'all know what it's like to be without Wi-Fi or internet access, you know. So I couldn't check the thing. The only thing I had on my phone was Candy Crush. So I'll be beautiful. You know, I was playing the Candy Crush. But I thought about downloading some games or, you know, some word games and stuff like that, but I failed to do so. So that's my fault. So I was without internet access and stuff like that. Drink the juice, Ernie, man. So I figured, I said, hey, might as well go to sleep. So I went to sleep. And it seemed like I slept for 12 hours. It seemed like I slept for 12 hours because I was up and walking around for all that time. I thought maybe I slept for 12 hours, but I woke up. And the passenger next to me, I said, man, wow, what time is it, man? He said, oh, it's, I forgot, maybe 7 o'clock. And we still was in the Arab countries. Still in there. I said, man, I thought I slept a long time. He said, oh, man, you slept maybe 3 hours. I said, oh, my goodness, it's still going. Now I'm wide awake. And I'm playing Candy Crush. Beautiful. Drink the juice, anime. Okay. After that, well, finally, we got in the States. And we were approaching Chicago. My hometown, if I must say so myself. It's my hometown. I grew up there in Chicago. I grew up until I got grown in Chicago. I learned the streets from Chicago, you know? So I was happy to see it. I said, oh man, but then it took some hours before it landed. But finally, it started coming down. But I still couldn't get internet access. You know why? Because we was too high in the sky. Drink the juice, anime. We was too high in the sky to get a signal. So the plane had to come down. Then when it got like to a certain level, then I heard my phone say ding, 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 ding. And it started dinging, 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 dinging. I'm trying to turn the volume down. But then I finally got a signal. It was beautiful. And it was beautiful to see O'Hare Airport. It was beautiful to see O'Hare Airport. That's like one of the best airports I've seen, you know. So, well, maybe because it's familiar to me. So I went to the airport, and then they had to go down the escalators. We went down the escalator until I encountered a long line, and they said, you got to get in this line. So I said, wait a minute, I got a flight in two hours. It's a 2-hour layover here in Chicago. And then I can get on a plane and then go straight to Memphis, Tennessee. So I said, what? So I'm in this line, and this line was super long. By the time I got to the corner, when I was going to go this way, it was all the way down there. And I said, hey, I'm going to miss this flight. So somebody was walking past. I tried to ask them. I said, hey, man, I'm going to miss my flight. I've been in this line for an hour already. So it don't look like I'm going to get out of here no time soon. What is this line for? They said, it's for going to custom. And I said, oh my God, how do y'all do this? So I stayed in line. Then it was like 10 minutes before my flight. I said, man, I got to. But if I would have got out of line then and tried to come back, I wouldn't be able to get back in my spot. So I had to just sit there and wait. And I tried to tell somebody, I said, look, I got 10 minutes before my flight. They didn't want to hear what I was saying. They didn't want to hear it.
What?
No, just stay in there. Let's go. And I said, man. So now that set me up for missing a flight again in Chicago. I thought they were better organized than that. But they booked me for 2-hour layover in Chicago and then straight to Tennessee on American Airlines, okay? So, needless to say, I missed the flight. Drink the juice, anime. Drink it. Drink it. Nah. Drink. Man, then I went to custom. I told him, I said, look, man. And I was looking mad. I said, y'all made me miss my flight, man. What's up? He said, oh, just want to take your picture. And then check your tickets. Okay, just checked out. Okay, what were you doing? Where are you coming from? And I told him where I was coming from and everything. He said, okay. Then he told me to go around to this other area over there and talk to them about my flight. So I went over there. Ended up saying I had to stay in line again. Stand in line again. Drink the juice, anime. Then, I stood in line. Then finally, now it's like, I forgot what, man, it was like 4 o'clock or something like. I think my flight was at 3:40. I mean, and it's supposed to have been flying out to Memphis at 3:40. Now here it is. It was 4:50. So I said, man, I'm waiting. And then I finally got up to the front. Finally got up there. Was able to talk to her. And I told her, this lady, she knew I was visibly exhausted. I was exhausted by then. And she said, oh, man, you look tired. I said, oh, yeah, you don't say, huh? She said, what you at? I said, look, man, look, they made me miss my flight. Now I got to beg y'all to give me another flight now. She said, hold on. So she did what she had to do, and then she said, well, we can book you. Initially she told me, actually, I can book you on one early in the morning. That's the soonest one I got one going to Memphis. I can book you on one early in the morning. And I said, that's unacceptable. No, it's totally unacceptable. I'm supposed to be in Memphis today, not tomorrow, today. So she said, let me see. Okay, well, we can get you a flight, but it's not leaving out till 10 o'clock tonight. So now, drink the juice, anime. Drink it. Drink it. Nah. So I went over there to the other, and with some guys out there they were checking people's tickets and everything. He said, so the guy, he said, okay, let's see ticket. But these guys were excellent. They were running around checking people's tickets so that they won't be delayed, checking the wrong place, So they were checking and stuff. And he said, but of course, with me, something had to go wrong, okay? Drink the juice, anime. Now, drink it. Look, of course with me, he said, oh, you are flying on American Airlines. But that lady changed my ticket to United Airlines. So I was confused when he said that. And he said, look here, there it is. And it was on the ticket, but over to the right of the ticket, at the bottom part, it said United Airlines. That they changed it. So I went back, and then they told me, no, you got to go back there again. So I had to go back up there. Man, it was just going back and forth. Drink the juice, anime. Anyway, after that, they finally got it taken care of. They said, okay, now take your ticket and go over, walk around here and take a left and take a right, and then get on a train, and then take a train over there to Zone A or something like that. No, Zone 1 or Zone 2. I went to Zone 2. And I was looking around. I said, I don't see nothing that says United Airlines. What is talking? So then I asked the guy, where is Zone 2? He said, you're in Zone 2. Huh? I said, well, I don't see nothing. He said, let me see your ticket. He said, oh, man, you got to go over there to the other building. Now, they want me to go outside the airport and walk down to the other building. And it's cold out there. I didn't have jacket. I wasn't prepared. But luckily, it wasn't that cold like Chicago usually gets. So it was like 50 to maybe 50 degrees. But I just came out of a real hot climate, So it was cool to me. So I gets over there. I walks out there, goes down, and I still couldn't find the desk. So I stopped at somebody else and asked them. I said, hey, look, here's my ticket. Where do I have to go? Drink the juice, anime. Drink it. Nah. Okay, after that, then they sent me over to another desk. I went to them. Then guess what they did? They told me, they said, oh, you got to go through customs over here. So I said, oh my God. So now they're stripping me naked virtually again. It's like I'm in jail. Drink the juice, anime. It's almost gone. Drink it. drink it. So then, when they stripped me down and everything, I made it through customs again. Then they said, you got to go over to, I forget, it was E10. E10. So I'm walking around to E10. And it was like a country mile. It was a country mile. So I was singing, take me home to a place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, take me home. Yeah, that's what I was saying, you know. So I was walking. And it E10 never came up. But then I look up at the signs up there. It was saying E10 straight ahead. When I got straight ahead, then it said, go to this way. Then go this way. I said, man, good, it's got to be an easier way. So I finally made it there. And man, I just did a sigh of relief. Then I walked up to a lady. She acted like she didn't know what kind of ticket this was. I said, this is a ticket for a flight. This is the ticket the lady gave me. She said, oh, okay, I get you. So after that, I had to wait again. So then I had to go to the restroom. So I had to do number 2 this time. Sorry to tell you, I had to do number 2. So I gets in there in the restroom. Soon as I was about to sit down, I heard that, okay, E10, flight number E10, everybody boarding on. I said, oh my goodness. So I had to cut it short. It was a bad day for me, man. It was really bad. It was bad. But I had to fly for like 2.5 days virtually. So after I got on the flight, I was exhausted. So I got on the flight. And, paper plate just fell off the cabinet all of a sudden, like it was a ghost or something. So after that, I got in a plane, and man, but the flight from Chicago to Memphis only takes an hour. So it was fruitless for me to go to sleep. So I sat there and I tried not to go to sleep, but I dozed off. They said, okay, we're going to be descending now. I said, oh man, finally, after 2.5 days, I'm finally going to make it. So I finally, and I was looking around in the, the plane and stuff for a charger. They didn't have no chargers. They didn't have any charger. So now I'm stuck with a situation with my phone is going down. So I said, oh my God, I got to wait till I get to the airport. Then I get down to the airport. Then I had to get my luggage out. So I'm waiting, and this thing is just going around. My luggage not in that, so I go to another one. So that took me about a couple of hours right there until I found it. And my baggage came through, and I grabbed it and got out of there. Then I had to call Lyft. So I called Lyft. They said it's $22, from the airport to my house. So after that, I had to wait on them. But while I was waiting, I was checking my phone because they tell you where they are. Okay, they dropping somebody off right now, then they coming to you next. So it should take them like 15 minutes or something like that. So I'm looking at it, and my phone is at 2%. 2%. Oh, my goodness. I said, man, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I went inside, and I found a plug. Actually, it was you wasn't not supposed to plug nothing in there. It was like a plug for emergency equipment and stuff like that. But But I used it. I just plugged in there, plugged my phone up, and I just stood in front of Drink the Juice anime. After that, finally, the driver came, and she was driving slow. She was driving so slow. She like, first thing you know, just millionaire. Folks said, yeah, move away from here. He said, California is the place you ought to be. So they moved up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills. And I said, man, come on now. I kept hitting to her. I said, look, I'm tired. I'm tired. Now, if you don't get me home fast and quick, I'm going to go to sleep in here and you ain't going to be able to wake me up. So she driving. Then she finally get to my house. And what did I see when I pulled up to my house? My porch light wasn't on. So I said, oh, man. Because I had people checking my house, checking and stuff like that. And the last time I remember checking on it, they told me that my porch light was still on. So now either the bulb was blown out or they cut my lights out. Drink the juice, anime. Drink it. Nah. Here it is, 12 midnight. 12 midnight. And my lights are cut off. MLG and W cut my lights off. So I put my key in the door and I open the door. I said, and there's a light switch on the side. Once you open the door, I said, oh man. Then they said it was a lot of rainstorms around, so it was raining and stuff like that. So I went to the kitchen. No lights. Just my luck. It had to happen to me. So I just had to call my sister, and my sister said, I'm glad she was woke. But she told me, come on. So I drove I got in the car, but luckily my car started immediately. Like, just like that. Just turned and it started. And none of my tires were flat. And I know I had a slow leak in one of my tires, but I was gone for a month. I was gone away for a month. And my tire wasn't flat or nothing. So I jumped in the car. I drove over to my sister's house. And she was there. Thank God. So in the morning, I called the light company. I called MSG&W in the morning. They told me how much I had to pay. So I just went ahead and paid it. And they cut the lights on real quick. So I came back and just had to clean up some stuff. And, oh, man, it was bad. It was bad, but that was one of the worst trips I've had since I've been going back and forth, flying back and forth. I'm going to try to avoid that next time. I'm trying to take the shortest flight. But the long flight like that was kind of cheaper than the other ones. But I might as well just go on and pay the money to make sure that I get there in time. But, well, that's my rant on these airports and stuff like that. But if y'all had an experience like that, and you made it through, just thank God that you made it there to your destination. Yep. That's a positive thing. Drink the juice, anime. Well, that's it. That's my rant on it. I'll probably be doing Master Tape Treasures tomorrow, okay? But I just had to do this. Get this rant out. Had to get it off my chest. And I feel better now. I feel better. 100% better. Okay? Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so you'll know every time I drop another video. And share. Share my videos so it can get out to everyone. Okay? And maybe they can subscribe to my channel. Okay? And it helps in the algorithms. Okay? So, peace. Adios. Salamat.
Going